Hi you, it's me. Air conditioning is running high, so sorry if that's a distraction. It's hot. Anyway, this is going to be a little different video because people keep talking about how tired they are of superhero movies. And I can understand that. I got tired quite some time ago. So I think what would really hit the box office hard would be an anti-superhero kind of a movie. Now, the person I'm thinking of is this guy right here. This guy is Normalman. And he was created, this was the, I believe this is the first issue that he was ever in. It wasn't his own book yet. He jumped in on Journey for a minute and then jumped out again. But it was the first, so that's why I'm showing it. Anyway, Normalman was created by a guy by the name of Valentino, who you might be familiar with when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, amazing creator. He did Normalman in the 80s. And so I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about this guy and how awesome he is. Well, I show you some of the comics that he was in. As you see here, Normalman. Here is him as a baby. It's comedy. He kind of mirrors Superman a little bit, except that this guy goes to a planet where everybody is a superhero. Everybody has a specialty thing that they can do, except for him. Hence why he's called Normalman. Here's the next issue. I think it's really fun. It's funny. I don't want to get into it too much because I think that well, one, I don't want to spoil it, and two, I think this would be the most phenomenal, that's a hard word, phenomenal movie to make right now at this time when people are sick of superheroes, because it does have plenty of superheroes in it. It's got a whole freaking planet of superheroes, but the best part is the main character isn't, and it shows how he deals with things in a world of superheroes when he isn't. Here's the next issue. I have all the issues that I'm familiar with anyway. I actually found it in the, I'd say around 88. I was going to a dollar store, which was very new to me in 1988, and there was a whole box of comics, and I've always been a big comic book fan, and these comics I'd never heard of, like Journey and Cerebus and Normalman. So I got all of them and started reading. Now the worst part about it is that this box was just kind of like a hodgepodge of different comics. There weren't a lot of like consecutive comics, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was just very random. But I enjoyed them so much that I decided to collect them all, and I'm really glad that I did. I collected all the Normalman comics and read the whole thing, and it was fantastic and a whole lot of fun. And I love the running gags in it, and gosh, it's just good. I mean, even though this was done in the 80s, I think it's aged really well, and I think it's still really funny, and it still hits on parodies of superheroes and superhero comics in a way that's still really fun today to watch. Now, I would suggest them doing probably a animated version, but I know that they're so pressed on making live versions, and that's fun. They can do that too if they want to, but this, I don't know. I've mentioned it many times. I've mentioned it to even some comic book channels here on YouTube, and they always seem to ignore me, or maybe they just don't see it, to be fair. But I've never seen anybody mention Normalman. And Normalman is so fun and so good. And you don't have to understand comics or even be very familiar with characters. I mean, here's Captain Everything. Who do you think he's parodying? You don't have to know a lot about comics to find it just fun. And a lot of the stuff that they talk about with a parody in this are things that everyone's familiar with now, like Captain America and Superman and Spider-Man, and you know, people would recognize it, people would get it, even if they haven't read any comics, even if they haven't read these comics. I just think that it would be a fantastic movie. I think it would be brilliant, honestly. The dude is obviously a great creator. Like I said, very funny. I think people, like I said, who aren't in comics or who know about any of these superhero movies would still find it really funny. By the way, this is Cerebus. Anyway, I guess that's all I got to say about it. I would just love it if people would take notice. Normalman, and he's down at the bottom on this one. I just wish some people would take notice of it, make a movie, give Valentino trillions of dollars, whatever, he deserves it. He's so awesome and so creative and so talented, and that would give a great break to all the dang superhero movies that people are sick of. So anyway, that's all I got to say, and goodbye.